Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing today? Are we good? I said, are we good? Sound off in the chat. Smash the like button. Share the stream with your like-minded crypto friends. And not financial advice, but do me a favor, do yourself a favor. Long everything. Let's go! Let's go! Woo! Alright. Ooh! I think it's time. I think it's time for Altseason. Anyways, I'm going to stop the music a little bit early there and get the webcam on. Hey! I think my light's a little bit dark. Hey! I think my chair's a little tall too. We'll fix the rest of it later. Actually, I got to fix the chair right now. It's a little bit ghetto, so bear with me. I literally have to like find the chair spot. Hang on, a little button. Ready? I found it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Woo! All right. Let's see. I'm excited. ETH absolutely blasting past 2750. Let's freaking go. I want to see a little more hype in the chat. Get some hype in the chat. Spam bananas and stuff. Any kind of fruit or vegetable. I don't care. Cake. We have no specific preference. Just spam the chat. Also, smash the like button. Look at this ETH breaking out. 100%. This is a breakout. There's no freaking way this isn't breaking out right now. It's a little slumpty woo. The little yellow submarine. A little submersible, if you will. And everybody's like, ooh. And then it's just going bam. I'm excited. Bitcoin currently trading at 109,993 and 63 cents. Looking good. Tomorrow is CPI data. Let's refresh our liquidation heat map since we've been continuously forgetting to do that. Let me switch over my, here we go. All right, we got liquidations 109,025. And then up above, we got 110,568. What's our current all-time high is 111,980. Ow, I think we're breaking that tonight. Are you kidding me? This thing goes all the way up to 111,218. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. That's entirely possible. 107,644. We are looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Giovanni spamming martini glasses. Very appropriate. John Marquez says, let's pay off some debt. I like it. Teach said, why didn't I buy 1,600 ETH? Why? I knew it could have been a bottom or close. Why? Oh, SpongeBob. Why? ETH looks beautiful, up 4.53% in the day. 2,800. Looking good. Looking good. Big spike in volume. Love it. We got 11 minutes until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around. Sol is up 2.3% on the day, looking good as well. Little, is this Adam Eve, maybe? It actually kind of might be. I don't know. What the hell is going on? Adam Eve? Yeah, I feel like it is kind of Adam Eve. So, next stop, I want to break 175, and then eventually this potential resistance line at 188. Hopefully we just go straight to 200. 200 would be great for Sol. But I mean, we've been getting these repeating patterns, so it's kind of a no-brainer. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not trying to be pretentious. Sometimes I just come off that way. It's a fractal Farquad thing, so it's unavoidable. Yeah. I don't know. I'm happy. We were incredibly oversold twice, and we got bullish div everywhere on every single altcoin. So to assume that we were going to go down further was kind of silly. Even if this is a bear trap, you can still trade a bear trap. Total 3 up 1.44%, looking great. We're getting a little pumperoonie. I don't know. I'm happy. I'm happy if this decouples and just blasts off. That would be sick. Love to see it. ADA's up 1.74% on the day. We got some overhead resistance on ADA. We got to break through this 72-cent area, and then it's go time. We'll see where she ends up. As of right now, that's just overhead resistance, but pretty chill, pretty chill. SNEK is down 0.19% on the day. Still chilling below 27. I want to see it back in the 30s. The 30s that's like my little safe haven zone, but every time we've gotten below, it's just a quick visit. So we're kind of doing the same thing that we did before. Giovanni said, when I first started crypto, I had about 15K. I was hoping to at least hit 50K. I found JJ channel shortly after, which helped me gauge the market and taught me a lot. Today, I officially made it to 50K. Let's go. Let's go, Giovanni. I love that. That makes me super happy. Congratulations. Cheers to 50 to 50K. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The success stories. I'm gonna be a little corny for a second. The success stories keep me going. They don't keep me going. I'm gonna do this regardless, because I'm stubborn and I enjoy it. But the success stories far outweigh any other stories. So, thank you for that. That's pretty sick. XRP is down 0.62% on the day for some reason, which is odd. XRP has been kind of outperforming everything else, though, so I guess it's taking a little break, taking a little breather. Giovanni said it will take some profits, but I'm excited knowing I can make more. I love it. You know what's crazy, Giovanni? You can do that year-round. You can even do that during a bear market. It's not impossible. Now, you got to be a little more strategic with it, and you can make a lot more investing during the bear market. But the fact that it went from 15 to 50 in this market so far is very impressive. A lot of people you'll see complain nonstop because they're investing and they pivot and they keep moving around. They're trying to chase green and they lose more money than they make, and then they get miserable and then they're like, what the heck, dude? There's no alt season. We're going to the bear market. Crypto's a scam, and then they leave. And they're mad and they lost all their money. And unfortunately, that just boils down to emotion and impatience and a lack of conviction. Discipline, I would say, is the core value of it all. You have to be disciplined enough to know when to stop. You have to be disciplined enough to know when to trade, when not to trade, when to dollar cost average, when there's too much going on, when to take a break, all that stuff. It boils down to discipline. HBAR's up 1.34% on the day, looking good. HBAR, their ETF got delayed today, so no surprise, to be completely honest. SEC is just, that's what they do. Regardless of who's sitting there, they delay until they're forced to deal with something. They're just going to delay it. However, we did have this same situation, the bullish div and the oversold RSI on 2 instances. So this baby cranked it up to the upside. Love it. Broke through 1783, testing 1820 right now. Break that. 1858 is the next target. Giovanni said it was not easy. I lost quite a bit trying to figure it out. That's what happens, man. That's the cost of admission. You got to know when to hold them. You got to know when to fold them. Giovanni said, thanks all. Vahid said 2025 has been the worst year in crypto for me. LOL. I can't even think about how bad it's been. It's been pretty hit or miss for everybody. I think we all kind of take turns and trade off who wins and who loses. I think that unfortunately that's the nature of the market. But I think we're all going to be pretty happy with ourselves come the real bull market. HBAR had the same thing. I talked about it already with the bullish div. SWE is up 1.08% on the day, currently trading in between 342 and 353. If we break through 353, 391 is our next stop. We might have a little soft resistance here at 370, just based on recent price action here and here. So, and technically here. So we'll see if that becomes relevant or not. As of right now, I like the chart. We are almost overbought, so maybe you have to take a little chill pill, but SWE sometimes has no chill, so I wouldn't be surprised if it just blasts off. Ondo beautifully following our projected pattern. If I'm gonna freak out if this plays out. I'm gonna actually maybe have a cow, because this is crazy. We were here, the price was here, and I was like, what if it did this? If it does that, I don't know. I'm gonna be really excited. Tyler's making absolute bank right now. He's currently up 7.25% on his trade, and that's base value. I'm sure he's got some leverage. I think he's at 5x, so pretty sick. He might want to take profits soon. Not financial advice. That's what I would do though, because I'm kind of a wuss. But Ondo looks great. Currently testing that 90-cent point of interest. If it breaks through that, 93 or 95.35 is going to be our resistance area, and we're probably going to pull back. Just a total speculation. I'm looking for that WM to play out and set us to new local highs. That would be pretty sick. Aerodrome up 9.37%. Beautiful, beautiful playing out of the bear flag. We did call yesterday that we were looking for our 45. We were trying to front run the bear flag. The bear flag target was way the heck down here at 40. I said 45. It stopped at 50, which is a beautiful psychological zone, psychological support level. So yesterday I said 50 is probably going to be the bottom. And that's exactly what it was. It just took off from that. We had support, 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 bam. 3 hits to the downside. Looking good. This thing absolutely sent it. Currently sitting at 60. Yeah, looks good. If it can break through 62 too, then 76 is in the cards once again. Pinlink down 2.22% on the day, but as of yesterday, looks good, honestly. Let's go to Dex Screener so that we can look at our little pattern. Dude, I had such a hard time getting the dang stream set up. I was trying to multi-stream for the first time ever, but I got absolutely wrecked. Yeah, Pinlink, so it's down 1.55% on the day, but since yesterday we were at our blue trend line. Today we're sitting above it, which is awesome. We are still in our little mini zone. If we can break above that, which is 77.8, then see if we can test $1 and break through that. That would be the next target, the next idea. Render's up 2% on the day, looking good. We also got our little WM potential here on render. It's at 415 right now. It did break through 4, which is great. 432 is our next target. I could see the M playing out off of that 432. So keep that in mind as well. We don't have to go all the way up to this 450 area. We'll see. Tom Scott said multipass. Yeah, but I don't want to have to pay for it. There's free options. I just have to figure it out, because you got to kind of give the keys to multiple platforms. And the problem that I was having, I think, unfortunately, by the time I figured out the problem, I had already uninstalled the plugin. I don't think it was the plugin at all. I think it was literally my GPU driver, which sucks. But I'll figure it out another time. Maybe I'll have a random stream tonight to see if it works. Polkadot up 3.11% on the day, looking good. It broke above 4, broke above 421, heading towards 444 next. We'll see if this has a WM setup as well. We got less than 1 minute remaining until the daily close contest, so get your guesses ready, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get over to our chart, go to the 1 minute time frame. We don't have to, when we get to alt season, should we change it to, like, maybe we should guess total 2 or total 3? Technically, it doesn't have to be Bitcoin daily close, does it? It's just a daily close contest. That's kind of fun. All right, get your guesses ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on live chat on both instances. Why can't I participate here? What is going on? Okay, that's weird. Oh boy. Okay, I can't close OBS, but I want to make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Success. Cool. Okay. We got 8 seconds remaining, so you guys can begin guessing for the daily close contest. 2, 1, bam. Get your guesses in for the daily close contest, ladies and gentlemen. I think my... Is that... Yeah, that looks good. Oh, ay, ay, ay. I've been saying that so much. I don't know why. I picked it up recently again. All right, we got a guess from Giovanni Fontes. 110, 243, 69. We got a guess from that Pulse player for 110, 420. We get a guess from Fahid for 110 even. Oops. We get a guess from Tom Selleck's Goat for 110, 200. Anybody else? Anybody at all? Bitcoin currently trading at 110, 213 and 99 cents. Looking good. Bitcoin dominance 64.1. We'll have to check on that. We have not checked on that yet today. See if it's struggling or not. Daily close contest. Also, smash the like button. We got 12 people watching. If we could get to 10 likes, that would be pretty sick. And if I could get this streaming software to work to multi-stream, that would be even cooler. Drummer. Okay, we got Drummer coming in with 110.061.43. You know what I haven't watched in forever that I randomly will go back to and pick a random season and watch the entirety? I forgot the name of it already. Survivor. I was gonna say Lost. Survivor. Great show. Some seasons are hit or miss. I think the problem is I've begun to overanalyze it, and I'm like, I want to watch the next best season, and that's dumb. That Pulse player is asking, what do we win? Okay, so the daily close contest is daily, and you are allowed to guess between 7:50 and 7:55 p.m. EST. At 7:55, it is a hard cutoff. We only take the first 12 entries. It is Price is Right rules, so if you guess over at all, even by a penny, you are automatically disqualified. If you guess the first 6 digits of the Bitcoin daily close price on the Binance USDT chart, you win $15. If you guess all 8, which includes the change, then you win $100. If you can't, if you don't guess either of them, but you do get closest without going over, you do win bragging rights and a lovely photo for the evening. And then we also tally everyone's wins for the entire year, which I am tracking. And whoever won, no matter what win it is, if you win 1,500 or just bragging rights, whoever won the largest quantity of times throughout the year is going to get a large prize at the end of the year as well. Janix coming in with a guess. About 110, 399. Cheers, guys. Happy Tuesday. Bitcoin 110, 256 and 60 cents. Looking good. We got 1 minute, 23 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. I can't believe how pumpy alts are right now. I'm super stoked. I haven't been this excited about altcoins in who knows how long. It's been a long time. Anybody else for the daily close contest? Bitcoin 110, 248 and 26 cents. We got 45 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. As of right now, we got 6 entries. I feel like I'm really low right now for some reason. I feel like I'm too low. I'm gonna lift myself up a little bit. Tom Selleck's said the large prize better be phallic shaped. Dude, how sick would that be if there was just maybe I should just do it like a paper mache. I guess the only thing is people don't like to give out their address. And I don't want somebody to feel obligated to give me their address for me to send them a prize, you know what I mean? Bitcoin. Oh, is that it? Time's up. Time's up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got 6 entries for the daily close. Oh, Jay Shear said daily close Discord. Okay, I will check it. I got nothing for you, Jay Shear. Oh, did you put it? You put it in the... Okay, I got you. I got you. It was on time. It was on time for Jay Shear. It is in the Compound Trading Challenge. So I got you. And it was on time as well, 2.0. That's what's nice about Discord is it's time stamped. 110 222 22. Temet coming in with a guess. I'm gonna allow Temet as well. Why not? Temet coming in with a guess 110 105. Select Goat said, spoiler alert, the large prize is a dildo. How sick would that be if we got sponsored by a dildo company though? And they just gave me one for the prize. And I'm like, oh! I would totally take that sponsor. I think Papa Meat got sponsored by Bad Dragon. That was a fucking hilarious hilarious sponsor. I would take it. I would 100% take a sponsor from a dildo company. I think that would be fucking hilarious. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin currently trading at 110 255 and 36 cents. We got, what do we got? 8 entries? I think we could put them in the chat or in the chart. Let's see. Bitcoin is overbought on the 1 minute time frame as well. We got some red dots on Market Cipher. As of right now, 110 250. We're going to put Tom Selleck's Goat in there. We're going to put Drummer in there. We're going to put Fahid. Let's start with Fahid. Fahid. Oh, actually, I didn't even sort these. My bad. Okay. Tom Selleck's Goat, Jay Shear 2.0. That's what we're going to do. 110 222 22. What am I typing in? And this is a Jay Shear 2.0. Then we got Giovanni with 110 243 69. Oh, that's scary. That is scary. Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, okay, we're going up. Janix will do 110 300. Okay. And then let's do 110 420 for that pulse play. I will say, if this is your first daily close contest and you win, that is pretty monumental. That's pretty sick. Tom Selleck's Goat 110 200. You guys are all bunched up right there. And Timmet 110 105. There we go. Okay, I like that. Let me do one more. Actually, let me just do everybody. Why not? 110 061 43. And this is Drummer, and then we just need Fahid. 110. All right, ladies and gentlemen, these are our guesses for the daily close contest. Cool, cool, cool. Very, very cool. Tom Selleck's Goat. Jay Shear said wrong chat. My bad. Fahid said if Hoffs was here, he would have a fit about Temet's entry. HQZ, it's a little too late, my friend. You gotta get in before. So at 7:55 p.m. EST is when you're allowed to start guessing. Or I'm sorry, at 7:50 p.m. EST is when you're allowed to start guessing, and then 7:55 p.m. is the hard cutoff. So you got to get in during that window, otherwise you won't be able to participate. We got Fahid, Drummer, Temet, Tom Selleck's Goat, Jay Shear 2.0, Giovanni Fontes, Janix, and that Pulse Playa. Bitcoin currently trading at 110 254 and 46 cents. We got 29 seconds remaining on the clock. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. As of right now, closest without going over is Giovanni Fontes. 22 seconds remaining on the clock. 110 267 and 98 cents. It could be anybody's game. Giovanni, Janix, Jay Shear 2.0, Tom Selleck's Goat. Is it going to get dumpy, pumpy, or is it going to stabilize? Only time will tell. We need a little waiting song. 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The daily close price for Bitcoin 110,274.39, making Giovanni Fontes our winner. 110,274.39. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. With a guess of 110,243.69. Very nice. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for Giovanni. I think this is a second victory of Giovanni's within the last like 5 or 6 days, isn't it? Let's go down to the 4-hour chart again. Very nice. Is that a double top for Bitcoin? Interesting. Interesting stuff. You got a little pumpy right at the last second there. All right. Spam the bananas. I don't know what's going on with the dang chat. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. But he said, what's the tally thus far? Let's go take a look. We got to add Giovanni to the winner's Google Doc. Yeah, Giovanni won on the 8th and the 10th. Giovanni, you are legally obligated to tell me when I ask, are you Canadian? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the official tally. Giovanni has 4 wins. I know Tyler's in the lead with 20. Fahid is close behind with 17, followed by Hoffs with 12. I don't know who's after that, though. I'd have to check the document and update it. We'll do an update. We'll do an update for the daily close standings as of whatever date. And see where we're at from there. But it's exciting stuff. Exciting, exciting, exciting. Drew said, hey gang, what's going on, Drew? Smash the like button on your way in. We're getting a little pumpy. Getting a little pumpy. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? Let me get this off the screen first. All right, drum roll. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 110,243.69 and an actual daily close of 110,274.39, closest without going over. On June 10th, 2025, Giovanni Fontes' prize is a waffle on a stick. Congratulations, Giovanni, on your victory. Enjoy your waffle on a stick. You can enjoy it here. You can enjoy it on the go. You can enjoy it with a friend. You can enjoy it with your mom, or your boss, your coworkers, your wife, or your mistress. You are legally obligated to remove it from the premises, so congratulations. All right, let's continue. This is literally apparently just a waffle on a stick, and I chose the brown one with the white cream because it seemed the most appetizing. Where were we? I think we're in Polkadot. Dude, Cass. Cass looking good. Getting a little baby breakout from a little falling wedge with not a lot of confluence, but it's there. It exists. So, looking good. Little breakout, maybe retest continuation. Making its way downtown. Currently at 9. It closed above 9, which is awesome. I want to see 9.7. I want to see some bullish momentum. The RSI is getting a little pumpy, but the price is kind of stagnant. Vikey Odin said white cream is always appetizing. I don't disagree. Avalanche looks good. Potential inverse head and shoulders here. Volume's picking up. RSI is almost overbought on the 4-hour time frame. Currently trading at 22.60. Broke above 22. Looking good, heading towards 23.20. And then 25 is definitely in the cards. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Next, we got Chainlink. Chainlink, incredibly bullish. We should have long Chainlink, man. We saw it. We knew it. We knew it was coming. Broke above 1441. Broke above 1524. Heading towards 1583. Looking good. Not a bearish thought in sight. You can literally see you have this little swoop-de slump, and then the pump, the swoop-de slump, and then the pump. It's the same exact pattern. It's repeating. Drew said, what alt should I buy? Not financial advice. I personally am putting all of my money into Strike Finance and Bodega on Cardano. Strike Finance is a decentralized perpetuals trading platform on Cardano that is, I don't even know. It's just nonstop, up only. It's kind of insane. I'm kind of crapping myself holding it. And then Bodega is a decentralized betting platform, peer-to-peer betting platform, much like Polymarket, but on Cardano. And both of them are just making strides, and my portfolio hasn't been this happy in a long time. It hasn't been, I guess a long time is subjective. It's been a couple of months, but wow. Strike and Bodega. Ooh, it is juicy. And if you said to me, JJ, how do I buy those things? On my phone, I would direct you to this lovely post on my X account from Miss Lily Brody, a resident Cardano girl herself. She talks you through it within 1 minute. So definitely go check it out. I posted this, or I reposted it yesterday, or today, I guess, early this morning at noon. At noon? No, okay, that was midnight. My bad. I don't know how time works. So go check that out. Not financial advice. That's only if you want to get into Cardano natives yourself. So, plus the video is a lot of fun. Chainlink looks great. Let's get back to the chat. I'm a little bit lost here right now. Tom Selk said, my guy never disappoints. Giovanni said, into what? Can we see that chart? What chart? Whoa, sick. What is that chart? One of them was Bodega, and one of them was Strike Finance. Drew said, LOL, I miss you, JJ. I miss you all the time, Drew. I think about it every night and day. All right. Chainlink looks great. It's just exploding to the upside. Couldn't ask for any more from an altcoin. Doge also looks relatively decent. Same setup as everything else. Getting ready to break through 20. As soon as Doge breaks 20, 21.6 is in the cards. 24 is my big target. And then from there, all-time high, or local high, 26.75 is the next target from there. Not a lot of resistance overhead, but it is there. So definitely something to keep an eye on. Polygon Matic Pole. Similar setup. Broke above 22. 22.92 is next. And then 23.86. 22.92 is going to be a relatively decent amount of resistance just based on this previous support that we broke through. And then kind of took a little poo-poo vacation on Polygon specifically. Very sad chart to look at on Polygon. Near had broken an uptrend, a lovely little uptrend, lower trend line. Ali Reza Akbari said, can you check render please, bro? Thanks. I absolutely can. We just went over render. So sometimes I make stuff up in the charts and I see if it plays out. We've been watching these WM patterns play out for a while now. I drew this like 2 days ago when the price was right here. And so far it's sticking to it exactly. It's a little bit hard to see the actual thing though. So let me make it a little transparent. Can I do that? Is that something I can do? No? Am I making stuff up? I thought I could make it transparent. Yes, I can. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's much better. So, render. We've been watching, every time it gets above $4, it has this big range that it stays in between 4 and 660. And that is a big range. It's I don't really know. I don't really know what to call it. It's like an accumulation range. When it breaks below, it's only below there for a hot second. And this time is no different. We broke below it for a hot second. And again, broke below it for a hot second. Similar pattern every single time. Just on a back here, it was a larger pattern. Right here, it was a smaller pattern. Both of them are W's. We hit our 374 support, bounced off of it, rejected at 4. Hit our 350 support, bounced off of it, rejected at 4 again. Used 374 support and broke through that $4 resistance. Now we are heading towards the 432 resistance, which is all of these resistance and support lines are based off of previous points of interest, whether it's support or resistance. Once we break through 432, I would say 451 is in the cards, but I am expecting some semblance of a rejection, a little bounce, maybe a lower low, and then a takeoff, which is where the WM comes into play. It could be the rejection could be at 432, it could be at 450. So now this WM scenario is entirely speculative. It is a complete fantasy at the moment. I literally drew it on the chart. There's nothing to say that that's going to happen, but based on previous price action and where this usually ends up, I could see them using it to shake out some nervous paper-handed sellers. So that is render. Where were we? We went through near. Near looks good. Yeah, near's heading towards 269. If it breaks above that, I want to see it get back above this lower trend line, which is probably going to be like 270, 280. And then 299 is in the cards. But it is almost overbought on the 4 hour, so definitely keep an eye on that. We did have a confirmed green dot way back here, like right here. So we got one more little shakeout before that started to push up. Chili's held this this 375 line beautifully. I was not expecting that. So Chili's is a great example of the WM. We got a W, we got our M, and then we hit a midpoint, which is almost the neckline of the W. And then it just blasted off, hit our target at 50, and then it pulled back. Now, this purple line, this 375, was entirely speculative. I just plopped it on there, and we happened to pull back exactly to that purple line, which blows my mind still to this day. And I left that on there. Was not expecting it to have any confluence in the future. And when everything kind of hit the fan, so we had this purple trend line goes way back, right to like August of 2024. And it comes through here. That is our M, where our M had resistance. And then when we broke above and we went to 50, our pullback found support on that purple line, and then it eventually broke through it. And we had resistance at 40, and then support at 375 again, and that was 3 hits to the downside, 1, 2, 3, and now it's heading back up. So Chili's looks good as well. It broke above 40, and it's heading towards 41. Giovanni said I gotta go. I'll be back in like 3p minutes if you're still on. I don't know what 3p minutes is. I'm assuming you said 30. I might be still on. I guess it depends on how the market goes. Silver, still looking a little pumpy, looking good. 36.58 on silver. Pretty exciting to see it that high, to be completely honest. MicroStrategy got a little bit choppy today. DXY got a little bit choppy today. NASDAQ got a little bit choppy today, and the S&P got a little bit choppy. Actually, S&P got a little bit pumpy today. S&P looks good. Bitcoin dominance getting a huge rejection. It looks like 64.8, maybe 64.75. It's finding support at 64 right now. If it breaks below that, then we could see a potential altcoin rally. But I would not be surprised to see it bounce from here and alts get kind of sent to oblivion once more. That's just because I'm still fully expecting this to go to 66. I'll happily be wrong, though. If you notice, this right here is the same pattern that we got in a lot of alts. Like that, the sideways N. So, I don't know if that means anything. It could turn into a little Adam Eve double top. I don't know if that's even a thing. But that would be interesting if that does happen. But right now, we're just observing. Bitcoin 110 even. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again on your victory. That Pulse player said every time ETH is about to break out, Bitcoin keeps dumping. Yeah. Yep. Doesn't surprise me. ETH might not care, though. ETH might literally not care. If ETH can get back above I'm just going to call it 2,900. If ETH can get back above 2,900, it's game on. Because look at this thing. This thing got decimated. Absolutely decimated. Nothing else did that. Like, all the alts did that. But Bitcoin did not. Look at this. Bear market, bull market, bear market, bull market, bear market. Are we heading back into bull market? I don't think we ever entered a true bull market. I think that this right here is literally the altcoins reaching fair valuation along with Bitcoin. This right here, in my opinion, this is the dump before the pump. This is the V-shaped recovery liquidity grab before the true, like, the true bull market. Do you see this right here before the last bull market? This BART where it went up really high and then it dumped and then it skyrocketed. We just did that. We did a BART up really high, dumped. It's about to skyrocket. Not financial advice. I could see it literally like maybe doing one of those. Maybe doing a little one of these. A little bit of sideways action. Been pretty sideways though. So RSI on the daily looks good. We got a nice bounce off of 50, it looks like. Yep. It's not quite overbought yet, but it's getting close. Yeah, ETH might just send it from here, man. Hmm. 28, 25. You know what's going to be crazy is if we get an announcement of a trade deal, I don't even know what's going to happen. I don't even know if I know how to react. I might just sit here in silence and just watch these charts go nuts. All right, we got some news articles to go through. I'm going to leave it up on ETH because I think ETH is maybe trying to steal the show right now while Bitcoin kind of takes a back seat. Actually, let's do a quick portfolio update before we do that. Our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is still down. It's down about, what is that, $34? So it's not doing too great, but it's not doing too bad. Currently being held up by Proppy, Render, Fetch, Sol, and ADA, being dragged down by Ondo, Near, Shib, Aptos, and Doge. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio, which is in profit $88, looking good. SNEK is still the worst performer out of this whole entire bag, but we will see how long that lasts. And then last but not least, my favorite and the best performer so far, the narrative portfolio, is in profit $177. This portfolio is made up of one meme coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one remote asset coin, one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, and one gaming coin. It is absolutely killing it. There's only one asset that is in the negative, and that is VeChain. It is down $4.25, and everything else is green. Mana's in profit $9, Fetch is in profit $39, Tau is in profit $46, and Pepe is in profit $86. Pepe has been carrying this portfolio, and it has been just a freight train, an unstoppable freight train of bullish price action. Super excited to see what the 1K to 10K Grok portfolio does in the near term. I think I don't know. I don't really know what to think. I genuinely am kind of at a loss for words right now. Are we gonna see a proper breakout or rejection? Total 3. See, total 3 just looks like it's pushing higher. Kidding me? What do we got? I don't know, man. Look at this down here. Uniswap surges 24% on record $88 billion volume. Roberto Suarez said, "Get in now before they pop off." DYOR. Oh, I'm so heavy in all right now. It's ridiculous. Oh, what up, bro? JJ here also. No shit, that's awesome. Check out Dog Runes, bro. Kraken spot coming along with HTX and OKX. Nice. I know Dog. I had Dog, and I sold it for a loss because I was poor at the time. So I will definitely be grabbing more Dog now. Look at that. Is that what's happening? That might be what's happening, guys. Let's go take a look at the Dog chart. Is Dog available? Is that going to be their first exchange? Okay, no, they're on Gate. Are they on Gate? Yeah. Is this the right Dog? 00476. Let's see. Yeah, I'm a fan of Dog. I am. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So we got a proper chart for this bad boy. What do we got? We get some pump, consolidation, shakeout, pump, consolidation, shakeout, pump, dump. I would actually call this all consolidation right here. What are we looking at? We had a almost had bullish div. Not quite. Price is up, RSI is up. But We got a nice little double bottom W kind of scenario playing out. We were oversold for a hot second back here. We got green dots on the momentum wave. Momentum wave. We are technically riding overbought right now on the 4 hour. That doesn't mean much though. Volume is a little bit lackluster, but it is picking up. Boring volume, picked up volume. BitGet has it. Is that a... I mean, I don't mind this chart. This chart looks decent. Yeah, I mean... I guess the only thing that really concerns me is the lower low. But if they're getting tier 1 exchanges, then this volume from all the runes hype is probably about to come back. Which is why people are probably accumulating right now. Volume's not really up. It's up more than it was back here, but the price is increasing because people know not to sell right now. I'm seeing a lot of repeating patterns as well. So you got this right here. Looks very similar to this. You got peak, step 1, step 2. Peak, step 1, step 2. What happens after step 2? The pump. Let me fractal that just because I can. Let's just go right there. I mean, on a smaller scale, that's literally what's happening right now. Hello? That looks almost identical. Crazy. Crazy how the liquidity literally repeats itself. That's kind of impressive. Drummer said, I just got asked that question and I don't have an answer, lol. What question? Oh, why is it a bull run if bulls run after red? So, bulls attack up. Their horns go up and bears swipe down. That is what I've always been told. I don't know why. It's a Wall Street term. But the idea is that bulls attack up with their horns and bears swipe down with their claws. David Betts said, "Yo, you're back. Have you looked at Circle? What do you think long-term price could be? The stock from the stablecoin? Long-term, I have no idea. Actually, that's a big one. I feel like an idiot for fading their IPO." Roberto Suarez. That's a sick name, by the way. That's like a, I don't know, like a sexy spy name. All I think of it as Antonio Banderas. Roberto Suarez. 100K holders, and it's wrapped on Solana, around 9K on Solana. Very nice. 100K holders is huge. That's insane. Wow. What the hell's the market cap? I just want to share a good project, buy it or not. At least I told you. Oh yeah, I appreciate it. By all means, come here, shill your bag, whatever you want to do. I don't care what it is, as long as you're not an a-hole. I like I like people being active in the chat. I don't care what you're talking about. Fully diluted value is 476 million. Current market cap 476 million. Okay, so it is fully circulating. That's nice. I mean, it's $500 million. Let me do this. Let's do this. So Dog is on Bitcoin. And I know this is like the most weenie thing to do ever, but if Dog, can we get Dog? Is that's the right one? Yeah. If Dog was the same price as something lame like Toncoin, sorry guys, I don't like Toncoin. I think Dog could flip Toncoin. Dog would be 8 cents, which is a 17x, which is quite impressive. I'm just saying, not financial advice. I don't like Ton. I think Ton is a ton of shit. A shit ton of bullshit, garbage. So I think anything could flip Ton. especially something as prevalent as dog. Is it still the largest coin on Bitcoin? Because that's pretty sick. I like this fractal. I do. If it is to be believed, though, you might have one little final shake up before some decent upside. David said yes, stock. I was lucky on Robinhood to get pre-market price. Very nice. What do I think of it though? Is the question you said. Circle, it's Circle Internet Group. It's at 103 right now. It's probably gonna cool off. I'm hoping it's gonna cool off. David Bet said ton of true shitcoin. I don't like it, man. Came out of nowhere. They manipulated their numbers. They got into like the top 15 or whatever, and then they fell because the people that were manipulating it extracted, they fucking leached as much value out of the people as possible, and now they're like, oh, the price went down because it's organically decreasing in value. No, it's not. You guys just stop pumping your bags. The same thing happened to Ohm. You guys remember Ohm? Mantra Ohm? You remember it just imploded like 90%? That wasn't because of a scam or a hack or anything like that. That was literally because there was no actual like buyers. They were artificially pumping it. There was a handful of people buying it, and there was like some organic price action and whatever. But these guys literally artificially inflated the value so much that when the first like whale sold their bag, it went down like 90%. That's insane. That is why you cannot do that. You cannot manipulate the price that much. It's just ridiculous. Okay, it is the largest on Bitcoin. That's what I thought. Dog hit 999 million. Nice. Yeah, I think fading dog is silly. It's like fading Doge, which I did. I remember my fiance, she's like, you should buy some Doge. And it was at like 5 cents at the time or something like that. I was like, it seems a little expensive right now though. And I didn't buy it like an idiot. And then it exploded. Elon talked about it and it just kept going. And every time she's like, what's Doge at? And I'd be like, 60. It was ridiculous. David Betts said, as I understand that 90% of the crypto market is extraction market. Am I wrong? You are not wrong, my friend. 90%. And it's probably all stuff that we don't even see. The stuff on Pump Fun, all the coins like above 200, the top 200, or even stuff in the top 200. It's ridiculous how often these things go overlooked, but unfortunately, the majority of people don't actually pay attention to fundamentals like circulating supply versus total supply versus vesting and unlocking schedule versus volume versus all that stuff. All of the important things that you're supposed to look at, they're like, I don't care. Look at all the green. I'm going to freaking buy it. And then it rugs and they're like, oh, I got scammed. You didn't get scammed. You bought a scam that was an obvious scam from the start with your own money as an adult human being. It's your own fault. Deal with it. Sorry. HQZ said I bought Doge at 10 and 13. Nice. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. I'm an idiot and completely just looked. I was like, no, it's expensive. And then it just blew up. Ridiculous. One second, guys. David Betts said, as I understand. Yeah, I read that already. Okay, Circle. I'm assuming it's going to cool off, but it could go either way. There's no chart data for me to analyze. I think that, I guess, what's the market cap? I think over time it's probably going to go up. I think stablecoins are a surefire bet, especially if they're publicly traded now. But I don't know. You just kind of have to brace for that pullback if it does go any further. There's potential for it to pull back a decent amount. There's potential for it to just keep going and not give a crap. I think both are definitely possibilities. The chart's not going to give me anything though. Like I could just do this. I could do this. It could do this. You know? I'm not sure. It's anyone's guess, really. Kind of satisfying to look at. God, I'm such a stoner. If only I smoked weed. All right. We got some articles to take a look at. Some exciting stuff going on in the world. This gentleman said loaded up on fresh batch of alts today. Our oscillator is shifting. Several coins flipping from bearish to bullish. Momentum is building. And yes, added more ADA to the bag. Couldn't resist. Cool, cool, cool. Very, very cool. Very exciting stuff. This one was kind of crazy. Apparently, Donald Trump said every citizen born December 31st, 2024 to January 1st, 2029 will receive $1,000 in tax-deferred account that tracks the stock market. Accounts in private property controlled by child's guardian. That is pretty sick. I'm not going to lie. Like, this is freaking cool. Why aren't we doing this already? Like, we have the money. It's kind of ridiculous. Imagine you get this when you turn 18 and you just, like, your college is paid for, you can get a house right away, whatever. I don't know. It's just, this kind of blows my mind. Solana ETF getting closer. I think all of them are getting closer. They all just got added to the NASDAQ, that NASDAQ thing. Bitcoin versus M2 correlation, extremely strong right now. Very cool. We're getting that beautiful little pump. We should actually hit all-time high according to M2, but we might linger for a couple of days. Drew said never down. What? Say that again, please? This little article thing? Trump says every U.S. citizen born December 31st, 2024 to January 1st, 2029 will receive $1,000 in tax-deferred account that tracks the stock market. Account is private property controlled by the child's guardian. Most cases, the parent. Top Stock Scout said, bro, we have a giant deficit. We don't need to give every newborn a GER. I think that they print money based on population. I could be wrong, but the money's there. When a child is born, the money's injected. So might as well give them a little cut. I also believe in modern monetary theory. I think that the deficit is a meme, and I don't think anybody gives a crap. I think they have to make it a big deal so that everybody thinks that everyone gives a crap and money's sacred. And oh no, we have a big deficit. We can't just print money endlessly. This piece of paper that is otherwise meaningless, but it's only given value because you believe it has value. We can't just print more of that. The debt deficit, and then they end up printing more anyways, and they don't give a crap. And then they're like, oh no, it's higher now. Uh-oh. Money's still valuable, though. It's kind of a meme. The fact that, the deficit has, 100x in the past 25, 30 years? And the fact that money has not lost that much value shows you that inflation is made up. I don't want to be that guy, but it kind of is. And everyone's like, oh, the price of goods goes up because... The price of goods goes up because some jackass raises the price. That's literally the only fucking reason. It doesn't go up because, oh no, there's more money now with the cost just magically increased. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense because some fat ass fucking executive was like, there's more money in the world now. He's like, methinks more money in the world. We charge more. More cocaine, prostitutes. Charge more. Raise price 10%. And they raise the price 10%. And then that trickles down and everybody else is like, fuck, I'm not going to be able to afford my cigarettes now. So everything starts doing that. I don't know. I just think it's silly. Tom Selleck said, gonna be buying loaves of bread for $100. Strong JJ math right now. At that point, I won't even fucking eat bread. I'll go hunting. They're gonna learn real quick how fast people can get their own fucking food and stuff. Drew said, you just have to get in the habit of taking profits. If it pumps the market, I'm all for it. Right? David Betts said, what is money conversation is way too deep. It's pretty stupid. Drew said inflation is fake. Thank you. I genuinely think it is. I think a lot of people in crypto, especially, would hate me for saying that, but I don't really give a shit. That's what I believe. I think money's fake. I think inflation is fake. I think modern monetary policy is real. And I think that they have to put on this whole fucking clown show in order to make you think that money still has value. Because they have to pretend it has value. They're like, oh my gosh, the debt is so bad. What are we going to do? The debt. Oh no, the debt. Oh no, the debt. And then they just print. Then they're like, oh fuck, the debt. Oh no, the debt. They keep doing that, and then they're like just counting money. They're like, money. It's all made up, man. It's all one big clown show. Next, I saw that the DHS shared a meme earlier, like replying to somebody who was fucking hilarious. For some reason, the government agencies are becoming more active on Twitter, and they're starting to like troll people and stuff. It's like freaking me out, but I'm kind of here for it. This kind of goes into my concept of us just making American politics a reality TV show at this point. Why not? Literally, give me a 24-hour live stream of every room in the White House, and everybody can like watch it all the time and come up with theories about who's cheating on who and who's lying and who's actually in Democrat in bed with the Republicans or the other way around, like all that stupid shit. Because we're already doing that. We might as well lean full tilt into it. You know, we can even fucking monetize it. Could you imagine how quickly the deficit would disappear if we did that? Let's get a Coke can on every single desk in the White House. Cameras all around that bitch. The money will come fucking rolling in. HQZ said, I agree with you, JJ. Tom Salkscoat said, LOL, if they found 100 billion ounces of gold tomorrow, what would happen to the price of gold? But gold is a thing that you can physically touch in your hand. Cash is a piece of paper that we give value because we say it has value. Gold has value because you can actually use it in electronics, as jewelry, whatever the fuck. Money, you use it to buy food and stuff. Just because there's more, though, it's not weighed against anything. It's just a fucking piece of paper. Now, riddle me this as well. The population, let's say, has 2x. Have we 2x the money supply? We've like 500x the money supply. Regardless, all of this money is being held by a handful of people, and it's being lent out. And there's debt that, like, if there's $10, let's just do some quick math. Let's make. I'm gonna give you guys a scenario. This is gonna fuck up your brain because it fucked up mine. Let's say the entire planet there's $100, and I have it all. And Drew comes to me and he's like, I need a loan. I can't afford to pay my rent. I don't have any money right now. And I'm like, I can give you $100, but you have to give me back $110. There's a 10% interest rate, and I need that next week. Drew's like, deal. Where the fuck's the $10 going to come from? There's only $100 in the world. Eventually, he's going to work for me. I'm going to pay him $10 an hour. He's going to work for 11 hours. Then he can pay me back, but then he's going to have no money again. Does that make sense? If the money doesn't exist, the second anything has interest on it, that money has to come from somewhere, and it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So if we interest rate every single fucking dollar, which you know they do, they tax it too, we're fucked. We just have to print. We have to print as much as they tax. I'm up for it. Let's do it. Tom Salkscoat said, bro, that makes no sense. None of it makes sense. It's the same with money. There's more of it, less valuable. You'll need Econ 101. But who determines that? Cash is cash. It's a piece of paper. It's a green piece of paper. We give it value. $100 bill is worth $100. It's not worth more or less because there's 10 times more $100 bills now than there were yesterday. Why the fuck would that make a difference? It's money. It's not gold. It's not silver. It's just cash. It's a thing that we give value. It's a certificate. More of it doesn't make it less value. It's still $100. Inflation is caused by assholes raising their fucking prices because they know that there's more money in the planet. That's all it is. I'm all for price control. I think it's fucking hilarious. Control the prices. If people are like, oh, we can't run our business. My favorite person in the world is a guy that runs Arizona Tea. Everybody's like, oh, we have to raise our prices. And he's like, fuck you, my tea's still $1, bitch. It's been $1 for fucking forever. It'll always be $1. And that makes me so happy. The guy makes money. I don't know. It's a fucking meme. It's literally a meme. Pete said when memes moon, gold can be used to mine Bitcoin. HQZ said I was just at a coin shop today and the owner got a phone call from a guy trying to sell 2 pounds of gold. The owner said he's no longer buying gold because everyone wants to sell and no one wants to buy. Ooh. Billy said, hey everyone, wanted to make an appearance before the show ends. Wasn't today a great effing day? Today really was a great effing day, Philly. Which is weird because I usually hate Tuesdays. I had a wonderful day today. Tom Salkscoat said, bro, that makes no sense. Money doesn't make sense. He said, yes, but we have given it value and it's backed by the government. Controlled prices. JJ a commie now? I just think that it's funny. I honestly, if that's communist, then yes, I'm a fucking communist. Control the prices, and all the ones that are like, oh, we have to raise our prices or we'll close our doors. Let them close their doors. Bye. I don't fucking like them. Let them close their fucking doors. Let them file bankruptcy. Let them lose their fucking house. Let their fucking wives leave them. Good riddance. Let them be poor. Fuck them. Marcos Martinez said, another day, another shill. Clank Fund going to 100 million. I'm warning you. So take a look at Clank Fund. I gotta do, what did I call it? I was gonna call it JJ Rants or something stupid, but, oh yeah, that's my so I think I told you guys this already, but my rant channel is gonna be called Total Market Crap. It's not going to be a channel. It's just going to be like a series. But I'm just going to bitch about everything. Total market crap instead of total market cap. I'm pretty excited about it. Philly said, Fahid Broski. Fahid said, Philly and Hoffs make you a mod yet? Tom Salktoat said, I love a good JJ rant. Philly said, Fahid, dude, he doesn't even respond to me asking about it anymore. I got a little worked up. One of my favorite, unfortunately, it's from a fucking movie with Diddy in it, which is hilarious because it literally sounds like it was based on real life Diddy. But Get Him to the Greek, there's a scene where Diddy flips the fuck out on all of his employees, and he's yelling at this one guy in particular, and the guy goes, he like responded earlier, and he was getting a little bit worked up or some shit, and then Diddy flips the fuck out, and the guy goes, I'm sorry for my outburst, I'm having a panic attack right now. Whenever I freak the fuck out, that's all I can think of because it's hilarious. Okay. Clank Fun is sitting at $946,000 market cap. It's a nice market cap. This looks like the people that made money took profits though, and then the people that were scared of losing money from here on out also sold their bags. We'll see if she gets another pump. Usually these things pop off after they do this, but we'll see. The Heat said for Jordan, old school sake, JJ should have a soundboard with a rant alert sound. I don't have rant alert. I have a soundboard, but it only has like pre-programmed. I cannot change the sounds. I got it for my birthday from my mom, so I'm grateful. But I'm gonna go through the sounds, okay? I gotta put my headphones on. Economics with JJ. Yeah, economics with JJ is after JJ math. Before lunch. Marcos Martinez said, full disclosure, I have bought all the dips, LOL. All right, I like it. All right, let's go through my my ghetto soundboard. Are you ready? We have cheer. This one is just called Din, D-I-N. Why is it called Din? I have no idea. This one is called 9277. This one's called Kiss. I hate this one. I can't stand that one. This one's called Gunshot. This one's called Yell. This one's called Laughter. This one I guess is called PUBG, but I don't know anything about the game. If you guys are familiar with it, let me know if this is actually in the game. This one is called, you guys remember Din, D-I-N? This one's called Din Din. There's 2 Dins this time. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again on your victory. I don't know why it's called Din Din as compared to Din. I have no idea. This one's called Awesome.
Awesome!
Pretty self-explanatory. This one's called Giggle. This one's called Applause. This one's called Slash. This one's called Mary. Mary, by the way. This one's called Awkward. And this one's called Guys.
I love it. You guys are so great.
I don't know why. I can use laughter, I can use giggle, and then I can use Mary, which is Mario. Other than that, though, the rest of them are like random. I guess I could use the crow. But which they should have crickets. They should have nope. What else? I don't know who made this. It's the most random array of sounds. There's like a handful of them that are usable. All right. HQZ said PUBG is the game that made PewDiePie spout the N-word. Was that PUBG with the bridge? That whole ordeal, man. That was crazy when they happened. Let's see. Bitcoin currently trading at 109,906. Let's see. Okay, articles. Back to articles. We went through economics with JJ. We went through JJ Math. We did lunch. We got the US SEC apparently replying to somebody on X saying, I am grateful to the Division of Corporation Finance staff for clarifying its view that voluntary participation in a proof of work or proof of stake network as a miner or validator or staking as a service provider is not within the scope of the federal securities law. Let's freaking go. Drummer said you should make your own. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get like a proper soundboard or stream deck and then do that. U.S. Commerce Secretary Lutnick says trade talks with China are going well and will continue all day. That was 14 hours ago. Very nice. Cointelegraph posted South Korea's ruling party introduces legislation to allow stablecoins. The proposed Digital Asset Basic Act would enable South Korean companies with over $368,000 in capital to issue stablecoins. Very cool. South Korea unveils plan to allow stablecoins. 60% of Fortune 500 companies are working on blockchain projects, according to Coinbase. U.S. and China concluded trade talks in London. Sweet. So, I'm assuming that we should get an announcement within the next 7 to 14 days. That'll be pretty sick. CNBC says Bitcoin is primed for a surge to fresh all-time highs above 130K. I like that they say that and then they specify for whatever reason above 130K. That is definitely an all-time high. I don't know why they said that, though. It makes it sound like they think the current all-time high is 130K. Drummer said you can clip your own sounds and map it to F keys. I figured, or I didn't figure. I thought about doing that. It's just a matter of doing it. Just for the record, my computer skills are not bad. It's just when it comes to like programming specifically, I'm awful. So I'll look into it for sure. But today I tried to set up multi-streaming, and the stream was literally almost late because of how effed it was. And this was with a plugin that's like supposed to make everything easy. It was super easy when I set it all up last night. Today I tried to launch it without testing it for some reason, and everything was just poop. Tom Selk said, check Watch Your Guru 1.5 hours ago. Let me go check. Oh! This one? Okay, I've added this to our list. We got $800 billion asset manager Bernstein says $200,000 Bitcoin price prediction for 2025 is conservative. We got the SEC could approve Solana spot ETFs within the next month, according to Bloomberg. Michael Saylor says the bear market is not coming back. Bitcoin is not going to zero. It's going to 1 million. Nice. This one was pretty sick. World Bank agrees with President Trump that countries use unfair trade practices and calls for them to lower tariffs on the U.S. Let's fucking go. U.S. and Mexico close to finalizing new trade deal. Hell yeah. Crypto funds received a record $7 billion in May, signaling rising institutional demand for digital assets as a hedge in unstable markets. We got the SEC has delayed its decision on the Hedera ETF application submitted by Canary Capital. We got massive inverted head and shoulders on Bitcoin, targeted upon breakout is 150K. When this breaks above the neckline around 113,000, the next move will be glorious. This is our Bitcoin M2 guide, by the way. We got Ash Crypto saying Altseason is loading. Love it. We got everyone waiting for Altseason. Apparently, we are literally in between uncertainty and optimism. I actually support this. I really do. According to this guy, historically, every Altseason has started on June 15th. Next week, the market will explode and low caps are set to go parabolic. Anyone can become a millionaire in crypto if you know what to buy. And then he has his list, so you click on his thing and he makes some money. And then this, I believe, is what our good friend Tom Salkscoat was referring to. Just in, U.S. and China agree in principle on framework for the new trade deal after 2 days of talks in London. U.S. and China reach preliminary trade framework after London talks. The United States and China have agreed in principle on a framework related to trade following 2 days of negotiations in London, according to China's Vice Commerce Minister Li Chenggang. Sick name, by the way. Li stated that the framework is intended to implement the consensus reached by the leaders of both countries during a phone call on June 5th and at a prior meeting in Geneva. The outcome of the London talks will now be reported back to the respective heads of state for further review. The two sides have, in principle, reached a framework for implementing the consensus reached by the two heads of state during the phone call on June 5th and the consensus reached at the Geneva meeting, Lee told reporters. No further details on the content of the framework were disclosed. Let's freaking go. Billy said, I know you don't like web-linked, but... And then he shared this, which is... The U.S. the same thing that I'm literally reading as we speak. I paste link after JJ. Just read it. Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's sick. I'm excited. Billy said this hardware device, called an instant replay, is commonly known for what talk shows used, like Howard Stern. Yeah, this is exciting stuff. Pretty stoked to see what comes of it. Bitcoin currently trading at 109,962 and 29 cents, looking good. And I don't know. Let's refresh our liquidation heat map, see where we're at. Don't forget to smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you're new, please consider subscribing. Happy Tuesday. Looks relatively the same. We got 110,568. Yep. And then 111,218. 111,381. What the hell? And then down below, congratulations, Giovanni Fontes, by the way, on your victory once again. We got 109,187. And then bottom chunk. Let's go all the way to this thick boy, 107,644. Okay. Tom Salkscoat said Elon deleted as Trump's tariffs will cause a recession tweet. I think I knew that. I think we might have gone over that yesterday too. They kind of deleted everything, which leads you to think they're either, I don't know, it was such a weird beef. It was so random. Like, was the cause literally because Elon was losing his stupid money? He's the richest man in modern history. Get over yourself. I don't think that's a problem. It's weird and it's kind of stupid to say. I don't think he cares about the money. I think he obviously enjoys using it. It's probably an incredible convenience for him. But I don't think he cares about it. I think Elon and Trump both care more about legacy than money. Which makes me crack up when people are like, you're really doing this for money. Like, did you see how the guy reacted after being shot in the fucking ear? That's not how you react when you're only doing it for money. You get shot in the ear and you're only doing it for money. You're like, get me the fuck out of here. I don't want to be president anymore. Fuck this country. The dude stood up and fucking, I don't know. That's not the way that somebody reacts who's only in it for the money. I think they're doing it for legacy. I think that they have everything that they could ever imagine, and now what's left is how do people remember you? And the only way to get a good memory is to do good things. And that's so like hard for people to fucking get through their head. They're like, they're doing this for evil. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This isn't Austin Powers. We're not in a Die Hard movie. Calm the fuck down. Sometimes people just like to do good things. Like, we've been so conditioned by people being shitty people for money for so long that when people aren't doing something just for money, it blows our minds. Everyone's like, that's impossible. There's got to be some ulterior motive. There isn't. They just want to be remembered for something good. Billy said JJ, he doesn't care about the money. Elon has just as big an ego as Trump. That's what I'm saying. They both want to leave a lasting legacy. Tom Selleck's code said collusion. Oh, what a day, what a day. So we got CPI data coming out today. Let me actually go back because we got some good stuff yesterday. Not grok, hold on, bookmarks. I want to go to my posts from yesterday that I saved because we got a really good one that told us all the things that are coming out this week. We got CPI on Wednesday, PPI on Thursday, jobless claims on Thursday, consumer sentiment on Friday, and inflation expectations on Friday. And then we got another one. Hold on. This is the big one. This is the one that I'm looking for. We got Atlanta. Oops, that's awkward. We got Atlanta Fed GDP Now data coming out on Monday. That came out already. We got May CPI inflation data coming out on Wednesday. 10-year note auction happening on Wednesday. May PPI inflation data Thursday. Michigan inflation expectations data Friday. And Michigan consumer sentiment data also on Friday. And then they stated this marks the last week of inflation data before the June Fed meeting. Speaking of that, let's go to Polymarket and see what they're saying about Fed decision in June. Okay, yeah. What about July? This is so weird. People try to bet on the number of tweets that Elon has. Like, the dude himself could actually make a shit ton of money just by going here, betting, and then making sure he only sticks to that. That's freaking hilarious. Fed decision in July. Here we go. This is the one that I was looking for. July. So no change. We got 86% for no change, 13% for 25 basis, 1.3% for 50 basis. Oh, 13% for 25 basis decrease. Less than 1% for increase. Okay, I understand. Mr. Roberts said hello. Hello, Mr. Roberts. HQZ said, I bet that was quite the live stream. What? Billy said, JJ, did you see the story about the IRL streamer that shot 2 other streamers on the Las Vegas Strip yesterday? What? Jeez. HQZ said, I left a lasting legacy in a napkin last night. Damn. Tom Saltzgold said, can I just get some freaking sharks with freaking lasers on their freaking heads? Billy said, HQZ, he killed them both. He claims he did it because the 2 streamers, a husband and wife, did a fake copyright strike on the other guy, the shooter. Who fucking cares? You know what I do when I get a little copyright? I fucking dispute it, or I cut that part out, or just deal with it. Who gives a fuck? I don't know. That's the craziest reason I've ever heard. Like, I've heard some crazy shit. A copyright strike is pretty stupid. Imagine throwing your life away over some stupid fucking YouTube video. All right. Any more Fed decisions? I like the little picture of Powell that they put every time. September. Okay. Ooh, okay. September, there's a 3% chance for 50 decrease, 36% for 25 decrease, and what is that, 60? Yeah, 60% for no chance, or no change. And then what was the most recent one? June. Yeah, June. 97.5% no change. We'll see. HQZ said, were there anyone famous? Dang. Tom Selleck said that video was wild of him shooting. Why have I not heard of this? It seems like it's going around. That's fucked up. That guy sounds like he has a very small penis, unfortunately. Billy said, never heard of either of them. Damn. That's brutal to both parties. Ay, ay, ay. Well, I was excited for today to be my first multi-stream, but it turned out to be a shit show. Apparently, that's really hard to set up. I gotta figure out the plugin. I refuse to pay $837 a year for a fucking StreamYard. They can lick my butthole. I'll buy a whole nother computer at that point. Why would I do anything other than that? That blows my mind. You guys are gonna see me. You guys are gonna see me in my normal glasses for the remainder of the stream because I don't know, because I feel like taking the sunglasses off or squeezing my brain. Whew. Okay, that feels so much better. The fucking light's bright though. Do you guys remember Light Bright? Let's see. Tom Southcote said I doom scroll Twitter a good portion of the day, so I see a lot of stuff. I doom scroll Twitter, I guess, when I get home, so that's fair. I haven't had a chance to doom scroll until post stream during the work week. Mr. Roberts said I got a cigar going that I would say is an 8 out of 10. Nice. Is it a blondie? Is it caffeine infused? Blue said that dude's life is over though. Yeah, I mean, clearly he didn't give a fuck about the copyright strike. He just wanted to kill somebody. What is he gonna do in jail? He's gonna be in jail, like fucking checking his JPay. His mom's gonna email him, and he's gonna go, "Ooh, the strike got removed." That one video will be monetized now, and I can get extra commissary. Like, what the fuck? Mr. Roberts said, I remember Light Bright. I think we have one. They were gigantic, dude. You know what's funny is incandescent light bulbs are outlawed now. You can't even fucking buy them anymore at the store, which is hilarious. I remember Light Bright had a big flammable light bulb, and Easy Bake. Easy Bake also had a big flammable light bulb, which, by the way, I came to the conclusion the other day that air fryers are just adult Easy Bakes. It's literally a container with a big-ass light bulb and a fan. What's the difference? The heating element is a fucking light bulb. Kind of cracks me up. That's pretty sick. Like, you gotta give it to them. Easy Bake, that's pretty sick. They figured out how to cook shit with a 100-watt light bulb. And they sold it to kids. Because it's just a light bulb. That's pretty hilarious. The only thing that sucks is you had to buy your own thing. I guess you could get regular cake mix and stuff. Like, why not? Just the pans and shit. They should have made it. I don't know. They could have. I feel like I could fucking put Easy Bake out of business in a heartbeat if I really tried. Damn. I remember they came out with a boys one too. Like fucking 10 years later. But I'm pretty sure I had a pink Easy Bake oven because I wanted to fucking cook my own food. And I asked for one for some holiday. I don't remember. Drew said they banned Light Bright. No, they just banned incandescent light bulbs. You can't buy regular. I think it's called incandescent. The light bulb with the filament that gets hot. You can only buy LEDs and shit now, which is stupid. But I will say, I have 2 or 3 grocery bags filled with old school, flammable, incandescent bulbs. Because when they made them illegal to sell, all the stores that sold them gave them away. So I just went in there. I was like going to Ace Hardware. And I was like, these are free? They're like, yeah. You can take as many as you want. And it said, there was a little sign that said like, only 2 per customer or whatever. They're like, just fucking take as many as you want. I was like, fuck yeah. I want all of them. So I just filled grocery bags and I brought them home. I got like every fucking color under the sun. Every size and shape on it. My fiance's like, what the fuck are we going to do with these? I'm like, we could put them in every fixture in every room will be a completely different color. Unfortunately, they didn't come with any aspirin. Billy said, Drew, they banned everything from the 70s and 80s. Yeah, they banned fucking fun. Unless it's digital, you're not allowed to do it. Oh, man. What do we got? Are we getting alt season or what? What's going on, ETH? You waking up? Wake me up before you go. Let's go check total 2 and total 1. HQZ said JJ had a light bulb moment over his head, literally. I mean, I was pretty excited, man. I was so excited. I think I called my fiance. I was like, they're giving away light bulbs at Ace Hardware. Or maybe I just told her I have a surprise, and my stupid ass showed up with a bag full of fucking light bulbs. Mr. Roberts said, I remember as a kid, I thought if you can direct 60 watts, what can you do with 100? Then what can you do with exponential? What? If you can direct 60 watts, I don't understand. What are you, like, changing the direction of 60 watts? Are you talking about electricity at that point? Look at this. We got a confirmed green dot at the bottom right here. Beautiful. And then blast off. Very nice. Total 2 looking good. Potential breakout 1.32 trillion is our next target. And then total crypto market cap 3.4 trillion. It broke above 3.38, heading towards 3.59. Let's freaking go. It's about damn time. Beautiful. So we get our pump, chop, shakeout, pump, chop, shakeout, pump, chop, shakeout, pump. That's what I'm looking for. Let's see how she plays out. I like it. I like it a lot. Honestly, 5 trillion would be sick. April, May 2026. Ooh, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Drew said gay. Billy said JJ, what's your chat up? What was your chat up line to your GF to make her go out with you? Let's go out. They're giving away free light bulbs. Honestly, that wouldn't have been a bad idea. I have a really funny story, actually. This one's crazy. So we're gonna get into deep lore story time. This is actually one of my stand-up jokes as well that I have written down. You said I want a 10 million watt light bulb. Mr. Roberts said, I just mean I understood electricity at a young age. My career has followed that. Okay, I understand. That's why I was confused, because electricity doesn't do anything for me. All right. So me and my fiance, I can't talk. Me and my fiance, we're dating. We're in high school. And her best friend, Miranda, was dating my buddy, River. So River started like living with me. And we would just go to the other city to hang out with our girlfriends every single day. And we all just started dating. So HQZ said, can we get 5K ETH this year? He's like, can we talk about fucking crypto? 5K ETH this year? I don't see why that can't happen, honestly. So we're hanging out, and we get to my fiance's, and I gotta go to the bathroom, like bad enough to say something. And we're like, we were just recently dating, and this is a big deal for me because I was like, I really liked her, you know, it was a big deal. But I was like, I gotta go to I was like, can I use your bathroom? Never been in her house before. She's like, yeah. She shows me where her bathroom is. So I go to the bathroom, and I clog the toilet. Then I'm panicking. I'm like, oh shit. I'm looking around. I'm like, where's the fucking plunger? There's no plunger. I wasted like 15, 20 minutes. Any guy named River 100% sells drugs. We did. We sold weed to everybody. I'm looking. There's no fucking plunger. I spent probably like 10 minutes. So then I finally, I come out and I'm like, do you have a plunger? I think I clogged your toilet. She's like, I don't know. So she goes in her house and she looks everywhere. I'm like helping. And there's no plunger. I shit you not. There's zero plunger in the whole home. So then I'm like, fuck. I can't just clog your toilet and piece the fuck out. Miranda goes, I have a plunger at my house. Well, I shit you not, we fucking drove down the road to Miranda's house, grabbed her plunger, brought it back to my fiance's house. I unclogged her toilet, and that's the whole story. We like very, very early days, like we had maybe been dating for like a couple weeks at most. It probably was less than a week. And I clogged her toilet, and we needed to go pick up the neighbor's fucking plunger. That's fucked up. I don't know why she stayed with me. I guess that's better than me just piecing the fuck out, though. Could you imagine if I was like, I clogged your toilet, bye. You don't have a plunger as well. I gotta go. That would have been extra fucked up. But I don't know. It was pretty funny. I like telling the story. HQZ said River most likely has a ponytail as well. He did not have a ponytail. I don't think he ever grew his hair out. We used to get really, really drunk. He's the one who I saw the monster with. That was fucking terrifying. Legit saw a legit monster. I'm convinced to this day. Philly said, who remembers the device in science class? You put your hands on it and it would make your hair stand up. Low wattage. You didn't get an electric shock. Isn't that like it's like a Tesla coil or Tesla something? Ball? Tesla's testicle? Testicle? It was a testicle. Mr. Robert said, you know what, though? If I clog a toilet, I own the shit out of that. Exactly. Dude, I will say, I used to, like, hold my farts the entire day, and then I would leave, and I would let it rip. Like, as soon as I dropped her off, I'm driving away, it was just like, the whole car ride home. It was just me fucking carpet bombing the highway. It's fucked up. HQZ said, you're not supposed to flush down that much toilet paper, JJ. I wanted to make sure I had a clean butthole, man. What do you want? What do you want from me? Billy said, I know why she stayed with you for shits and giggles. That was a good one. Oh, man. Oh, fun times. A total crypto market cap. 3.4 trillion. Looking good. Bitcoin dominant 64.14. And Bitcoin itself, chilling. Congratulations, Giovanni, once again. Folks, HQZ said, I love to fart in a car with people that can't escape. It depends if the seats are leather or not. Also, elevators are pretty funny. Dude, I get like morbidly offended whenever I like walk into somebody's fucking crop dusting at the store. I will like seek that person out and then decide who it was and just judge the shit out of them from a distance. I'm like, you nasty farting motherfucker. You motherfucker. You fucking farted in the fucking bread aisle. You dirty, farty bitch. Crop dusting grocery store aisles? Yes, that's what I'm fucking talking about. You're fucked up, HQZ. You're one of those fucking people. That's not okay. That's inexcusable. Nothing about that is okay. That's where I draw the line. I'll clog my fucking girlfriend's toilet and pick up a plunger from the neighbor's house, but I will not crop dust grocery store aisles. Disgusting. Drew said, when moon. These poor people are like, can we fucking talk about crypto, please? Oh, shit. I don't know, man. We're what's nice is we're sitting above the previous all-time high. This is the new all-time high. The one that we broke to get to this new one is this one at 109,588 on Binance specifically. But we're sitting above it and it looks good. But Mr. Roberts said, I took the most disgusting loose shit at work the other day next to $500 pair of shoes and knew my investment were worth more. LOL. Next to what do you mean? Somebody next to you had a $500 pair of shoes and you were just pooping looking at their shoes? Billy said, JJ, no plunger at a girl's house. You just have to take one for the team and reach down with your hand and scoop. Shut the fuck up, Billy. You just cup your hands and make your own plunger. Oh, shit. HQZ said, might as well look at Fartcoin. Let's take a look at Fartcoin. It was doing good, wasn't it? Yeah. Everyone was tripping because Fartcoin took a little poop. A little bit of shit came out. And then it rebounded very nicely. Look at the jokes, man. The jokes are good today. It's a good Tuesday, man. Sayer Smith said just now joining. What are we thinking about altcoin season? I'm excited, man. I think we're getting a little taste of it right now. If you look, let's take ETH for example. This is my whole explanation right here. Let's go to the daily. Everything was doing wonderful, including Bitcoin, altcoins, everything. So we get this prevailing trend that goes all the way back to 2020 for ETH specifically. And alts follow very closely. We had the bull market and then the bear market. Even the bear market obeyed this purple trend line. Just recently, we had, in my opinion, what I would consider reaching fair valuation. So everyone overreacted to get to the bear market, and then after a little bit of time, people were like, wait a minute, these things are worth a little bit of money. And that's, I think, what happened. Now, we got that. We got a little triple top right here with a decent sized pullback back here. And then we got an even bigger valley. Really dramatic sell-off. Like scaring the crap out of some paper hands. And we touched our little purple trend line. Bounced beautifully off of it. And we are now at the precipice of a breakout on this lower trend line that we were riding for quite some time. It goes all the way back to August of 2024. Every single bull market starts with a massive sell-off to flush the leverage and scare out all the paper-handed sellers. That is what I believe we just witnessed. I think alt season is right around the corner. If it doesn't happen right now, I think it's going to happen Q3, Q4. But I think we're right there. If this breaks, retests, and confirms, then I think it's game on. That is for ETH specifically. I'm sure Total 3, Total 3 is relatively the same. I've been looking for bottom in June, which is perfect because we're in June now and it seems like we might have bottomed. Actually, technically, if you're looking at Total 3 specifically, we bottomed in April, but it is what it is. Quasi Hisham said, Sayer, hey Doodle, we're thinking Q3. Yeah, I'm thinking Q2, Q3. Or I'm sorry, Q3, Q4. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, we will see what happens. I'm excited to see how it all unfolds. If this fractal is even remotely close and we do start to break out here, I'm going to be so excited. Sayer Smith, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and feel free to join the Discord. We got a little I'm doing a compound trading challenge that I'm failing miserably at. He said, be careful, man. July, August, September are historically bad months. Let's go take a look at that, actually. Right here. Okay, Bitcoin quarterly returns. Q3 on average is up 6%. The median, the middle one, is minus 0.8. ETH on average up 0.88. Median is plus 6.5. Monthly for July, what did Philly say? Philly said July, August, September. July is usually pretty good. August and September usually pretty awful. So July's average is up 7.56%. August's average is up 1.75%, and September's average is down 3.77%. And then see, look at this. October, November, best performers by far. Plus 21.89, plus 46.02. December, it's still green, but it's not as green. Yeah, I don't know. October, November definitely seem to be the months to make the most amount of money. Philly. Sayer said, they said that about May also, and it turned out to be good. That's true. Everyone always says sell in May, go away. But May of 2025 was positive by 10.99%. It was last year as well. Last year we got plus 11%. Very nice. Yeah, I think sell in May, go away. I don't know. Honestly, that post from Sailor too kind of has me a little overly bullish, saying the bull market or the bear market is gone and is not coming back. Right here, Michael Saylor said the bear market is not coming back. Bitcoin is not going to 0. It's going to 1 million. That's pretty sick. The bear market is not coming back. That's like some prophetic, like overly bullish, badass thing to say. So I'm pretty excited. All right. Total 3 turn a little bit red on the 4 hour. Oh, this is the daily, my bad. Technically, it would be red on the 4 hour as well, yeah. We're still in the same 4 hour candle. Question is, are we going to get a proper pullback here, or are alts going to do their own thing after this 4 hour candle closes and concludes that little minor setback? Bear market is reduced for sure. Definitely feels that way, doesn't it? You know what's great? What if this actually was the bear market? I think I just drew it out. But like, everyone's talking extended market diminishing returns. What if it's like diminished market and extended returns? How sick would that be? What if we had monster bull market, monster bear market, mini bull market, mini bear market, and it just keeps doing that? That'd be kind of cool. I'm kind of okay with that. If I don't have to wait 4 years for some proper like volatility and price action, imagine mini bull, mini bear, mini bull, mini bear, over and over again. That would be so sick. I kind of like that idea. Sarah Smith said, also, every Bitcoin bull market is roughly around 85 longer than the previous bull run. I think we're around that right now, last time I checked. See, thank you. Finally, somebody reasonable. Everyone's like, the bull market's over. We're going to the bear market now. There is no alt season. Extended market. Every time it gets a little bit longer, it makes sense that we wouldn't be having an alt season right now because the market is taking more time. Especially now, there's a lot more liquidity in the market. There's more players. We got ETFs to account for. Everything is completely different than what it was in the past. What is that? I don't know what that is. So, I don't know. Sarah Smith, if you want to stick around every day at 7:50 p.m. EST, we've passed it already for today, but it is a daily occurrence. We do the daily close contest, and there's a chance for you to win $15, $100, or just bragging rights, but it is a daily thing. It's a lot of fun. You're basically just trying to guess the price of the Bitcoin daily close on the Binance USDT chart. We only take the first 12 entries. It's first come, first serve. You only get a 5-minute window, and it's Price is Right rule, so it's closest without going over. If you nail the first 6 digits, you win $15. If you nail all 8, which includes the change, then you win $100. If you don't do either of those and you just get closest without going over, which is what happens here, you get a lovely photo and bragging rights. And we also document everyone's win every single day. And at the end of the year, whoever has won the largest quantity of times, is also going to get a prize. It doesn't matter if they win the $100 prize, $15 prize, or just bragging rights. Whoever has the largest quantity of wins, no matter what kind of win it is going to get a prize as well. So it's a lot of fun. If you want to participate, the next one is going to be tomorrow at 7:50 p.m. EST, and the cutoff is 7:55. It's a hard cutoff as well. Quasi said, what are the realistic targets you're seeing on ETH this month? This month? Oof. This month, I have no idea, honestly. Realistic targets? I would love to see 3K. This month? I mean, look at how fast this thing... How long was this? November, December. So just in all of November, ETH went from right here. ETH went up 50% from 24 to 37 within 1 month. Tony Rosas said, JJ, can I still guess the daily close? No, you cannot, Tony Rosas. Thank you for joining us, though. Smash the like button. You can guess tomorrow when you get here. Philly said, Quasi ETH kind of depegged with the Bitcoin. It has a mind of its own. That's because Altseason hasn't happened yet. Bitcoin dominance is kind of ruling the market at the moment. Mr. Robert said, as long as we hold for our kids, we're good. I'll trade it along the way, but long term is for the next generation. Sayer Smith said 31.75 ETH at the end of this month. I'm calling it. All right, I'm going to mark that on the chart, my friend. I like that. And I'm going to make this, I guess, a blue. Yeah, I'll make it a, well, no, I feel like everything's blue. Let's go with like a purpley, pinky. Yeah, I like that. That's smart. We'll see if we get there. If you do, if you were to long right now, that would be 13%. That's pretty good. Mr. Robert said, hey, Tony. Tony Rosas. Philly said, JJ Tino said something about a year ago, exactly a year after the first rate cut, historically followed a stock market crash. I feel like Tino is, unfortunately, a goofy perma bear. I also genuinely believe that we just got our stock market crash. That was this. I think as time goes on, it's going to be harder and harder to push these markets down because there's a lot more people, there's a lot more money, a lot more investors, a lot more investments. People aren't just taking grandma's 401k when she passes away. They're leaving it. They're taking ownership of it and maybe adding to it or transferring or whatever. People are waking up and learning that investing is important. For some reason, there's a new wave of financial literacy making its way to society, and I'm totally here for it. We just had the largest ever documented inflow of retail investments buying the dip of all time, ever, like a week or two ago. That has never happened in history. Retail investors are waking up and they're getting what's owed to them. Tony Rosas said, yo, what up, Mr. Roberts? Mr. Roberts said all markets are good for the next 3 months. I agree. I'm excited. I'm ready, man. I'm not fully exposed, but I'm like 95% exposed. I still got 5% dry powder. So anyways, folks, I got a selfie to take, and the market's not doing nothing, so I'm gonna call it an evening and hope that I gotta do an emergency stream. I might also hop back on to test the multi-stream thing. I might not want to deal with it today, though. Who knows? But as always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Happy Tuesday, and good night.